from outside court is eNCA's Janke Tolmay. She's part of the team tracking the story for us. Janke, so some technical testimony once again today, this particular issue about the Porsche and whether in fact this vehicle is prone to aquaplaning in wet conditions.
Yes, that's been the focus for most of the day. The state calling their second witness for the second day, and that is an accident reconstruction expert, Johan van Randburg, who has been giving his testimony and his side about what he thinks happened in the moments before the accident and what could have led to this accident, specifically in those wet conditions. But seeing it as it is a short break, we do have Malungelo Boy here, who was in court just now. We've heard from Johan Randburg, and basically him saying that looking at the wet conditions and the vehicle, still he believes that human error might have played a part.
Perhaps let's start about who is this Randburg. Well, he's an accident reconstruction expert who was called to attend to this incident. He said when he arrived at the scene, he found these two vehicles who were involved in this accident, took statements from both the drivers of this accident, but also he also took pictures of the scene. But he told the court really that what he saw was that he believes that human error led to this accident. Why did he say that? Well, he said when he looked at that accident when he arrived, he saw nothing that could have led to this accident, meaning that there was no obstruction or anything. He said that even where the accident happened, he said on the middle of that there was light, so the drivers of these vehicles should have, their visibility was not in any way impaired. He emphasized though that in any situation as a driver, day or night, you have to be always alert at all times. Janke?
Now, we've heard from Duduzane Zuma's side about this pool of water that he hit. Now, I understand that Johan van Randburg took some time to arrive at the scene of the incident, but he maintains when he checked, there was no pool of water that could have caused this.
That's right. Actually, he said when he arrived there was no pool of water. Remember, Duduzane Zuma said that he hit the puddle that led to his car going on aquaplane, resulting in him losing control of his vehicle. But what's also interesting, though, is that we've heard also from some of the eyewitnesses who were who took to the stand yesterday, saying that actually the roads were wet and there was water. In fact, one of the eyewitnesses yesterday said that her feet were in the water at that time. But Johan van Randburg saying that when he arrived there was no longer water. Well, he did not. He arrived about an hour or two later after that incident, and the people that have taken to the stand earlier had said that it had been raining heavily.
Now, there's been this term that's been thrown around, this aquaplaning on the surface. I don't know if you can give us your understanding so that the viewers know what we're talking about.
So I'll try and explain that. It's actually quite technical. So this is what happened to Duduzane Zuma. He said immediately when he hit that pool of water, his vehicle went on aquaplane mode, meaning that that's what caused him to lose control. It was up. That's basically what he said. But here's what van Randburg had said about that. He said that if a vehicle goes on aquaplane, it can still be straight and not lose control of the driver can still not lose control of it. The driver can only lose control of that vehicle if it's in aquaplane, if the tires are smooth. But here's also what's interesting. We're hearing that there's two reports that are also being presented by the defense that said that Duduzane's vehicle was actually in good condition. It had been serviced prior to this accident.
And then quickly before Jan van Roggenberg, we heard from another passenger who was on the taxi when the accident happened. And this passenger was seated next to the deceased.
That's right. So it's Fikile Ndlangisa. She actually couldn't recall much as to how the accident happened, but she recalled that after the accident, she had been sitting next to Phindile Dube, who had died. She said actually she remembers seeing her hanging out of the taxi window and her crying for help. And then she said that she was also injured in this incident. And Duduzane Zuma came out of his car and assisted her and put her on her Porsche until the paramedics arrived.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. We'll let you get back into court. That is resuming shortly. But expecting that this would be the state's last witness, Jan van Roggenberg will still be on the stand once court resumes after this short break. And then when the state wraps up, we'll have to see what we can hear from the defence's side.